Hey, buenos dias. It's Pastor Junior, and I'm focusing on Proverbs chapter 11. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 7. I know I gave you guys this word antes, my car, but I want to go a little bit deeper into King James, New King James Version. New King James, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 7. ¿Y qué dice? Well, it says this. It says when the wicked man dies, right? Well, the title of my message, first of all, is Hope Was Not Made for the Wicked, right? Hope was not made for the wicked. Right, but I'm reading it out of my New King James, right? Verse 7, Proverbs chapter 11. ¿Qué dice? It says, when a wicked man dies, his expectations will perish, and the hope of the unjust perishes. Once again, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 7. ¿Qué dice? It says, when a wicked man dies, his expectations will perish, and the hope of the unjust perishes. Right? Note that the hope goes no farther than the grave. And why? Well, because the wicked have no hope in surviving death, and will spend eternity without hope and redemption, but hope is a great blessing to man, right? But hope is a great blessing to man in his present state of trial and suffering, right? But hope is a great blessing to man in his present state of trial and suffering, right? Because it leads him to what? To expect a favorable termination. Why? Because it leads him to what? To expect a favorable termination. Right? Once again, but hope is a great blessing to man in his present state of trials and suffering. So the question this morning is, are you presently in a trial? Right? So the question this morning is, are you presently in a trial, and are you personally suffering? Right? That's the question this morning. Well, expect a favorable termination. Favorable termination. The question is, are you personally in a trial, and are you presently suffering? Well, expect a favorable termination, right? 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7 reads, For it is better if it is the will of God to suffer for doing good than for doing evil. Right? Once again, hope is a great blessing to man in his present state of trials and suffering. And why? Well, because our trials are temporary, right? Because our trials are temporary. And ultimately have a greater purpose, right? Once again, trials are temporary and ultimately have a greater purpose, right? 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 21 to 25. Trials are temporary and ultimately have a greater purpose. Amen. 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 21 to 25. Amen. Just a word of exhortation, guys. Órale.